Hello, everybody, and welcome to another YouTube video. I am Hype the Commentator, and today is day number 15 of posting a commentary video every single day until I get hired by a major wrestling promotion. And with it being WrestleMania season, we are taking a look back at WrestleMania 21. The Dead Man, The Undertaker, putting up his undefeated WrestleMania streak at 12-0 against the young up-and-coming legend killer, Randy Orton. And with that being said, let's get right into it. All right, here we go. It's the legend killer, Randy Orton, the young blood, versus the Undertaker, the Dead Man. The Undertaker locked on Randy Orton. And when it comes to this situation, Orton, the younger man, needs to use his quickness. Oh, but a slap to Undertaker. I don't think that was very wise. Now, Undertaker sending Orton right in the corner. Went for a right, but that quickness. Gonna lock up collar and elbow. Side headlock by Taker. Randy Orton, the youngest world heavyweight champion in the history of WWE. Orton, a prodigy. Undertaker, a 4-time WWE champion. Look at the height on that leapfrog. And then a beautiful drop kick from Orton. Goes for the cover. Only a 1 count. Gets jolted right back up with that kick out. Undertaker. Oh my! Undertaker taking flight on that back body drop from Orton. Orton ducks under. Leapfrog up and over, but a huge right from the Undertaker nails Orton right in the jaw, stopping him right in his tracks. And Orton holding onto his nose. Perhaps his nose is broken. That's the one person you don't want to go tit for tat with when it comes to combat. Hand-to-hand combat. You don't want to do that with the Undertaker. We've seen how brutal he can be when you go hand-to-hand combat with him. And now Taker in control of this match. Orton ducks up and ducks. And Undertaker kicking out of 2. Orton looking for an RKO early on, but Undertaker sends Orton to the outside onto the floor. Orton went up over the top and onto the floor. That's going to leave huge impact on the body as we continue to get further and further along in this contest. And Orton, dazed as the Undertaker picks him up, places him on the ring apron. Undertaker has Orton exactly where he wants him as he gets ready for that guillotine leg drop. 305 pounds on that guillotine leg drop right onto the chest neck area. Undertaker in control. There's a reason he's 12-0 at WrestleMania. Will he make it number 13? Or will the legend killer Randy Orton be the lucky one? Be the one to end the streak? Undertaker heads up to the top. Looking for a little bit of old school. Takes Randy Orton down. And goes, that was right after the shoulder of Orton. And that's important. Orton's had shoulder injuries in the past. And Orton needs that shoulder for the RKO in the long run. Undertaker has Orton in the corner. Full steam ahead. Oh, but the big boot misses. Orton ducked. Orton drop kick sends the Undertaker right into the barricade face first. Undertaker looks dazed. That did not look pretty the way the Undertaker landed on that ring barricade. Now Orton outside the ring meeting the Undertaker who's down, clocking him with these rights. The Undertaker has had so many brutal wars over the years, a young man like Randy Orton could very well be the one to take out The Undertaker. Undertaker's definitely got more mileage on his body than the third generation star, Randy Orton. And now Undertaker with these rights. Oh, what a clothesline from Orton takes Undertaker down. Orton goes for the cover. 1, 2. Undertaker with a less emphatic kick out than earlier at 2. And when it comes to kickouts, but I may have spoken too soon. DDT from The Undertaker. 1, 2. And a 2 count. And as I was saying, with every kick out, you exhaust energy. You have to use energy to get yourself out of the pinfall, to keep yourself in this. In the long run, at what point is the risk not worth it? At what point is it like, well, I'll just stay down. Undertaker going for the cover with that sideways slam. And a kick out by Randy Orton. Randy Orton barely knows where he is at this point as Undertaker picks up Orton, setting him face first in the top turnbuckle, picking apart Orton. On the receiving end of a huge splash, full speed ahead from the dead man, and once more with that clothesline at full speed ahead. The momentum of The Undertaker builds more and more as he continues to weaken the Legend Killer. Has him set up. Snake eyes. And but a back elbow from Orton. Turning things around, stopping The Undertaker in his tracks. 1, 2. And Undertaker gets the shoulder up at 2.5. Things are getting really close. This match perhaps getting really close. What a clubbing blows to the chest of The Undertaker. Looking to slay the dead man. Make sure the dead man stays dead and stays down once and for all. Orton in control. Undertaker completely out of it. But watch out, young lad. Undertaker is back up. Sat right back up. But Undertaker still dazed. The damage has still been done to Undertaker as he stumbles with every blow from the Legend Killer. But Undertaker now coming back with some blows of his own. But Orton, boot to the midsection, now a right. And Orton with another right. Oh, what a right from Taker. And another one. And now a right from Orton. These two trading blows back and forth. Who wants it more? Does the young stallion Randy Orton want this more? Or is The Undertaker going to show why he's been on the top of the mountain for so many years? Goes to the cover. 1, 2. Orton gets the shoulder up just barely off the mat at 2. Undertaker picking up Orton as he continues his damage. Perhaps that Dragon Sleeper, not something we see too often from The Undertaker. Undertaker pulling out a Dragon Sleeper, looking to put the Legend Killer to sleep. Orton is starting to fade away as his arm is loose. Referee Earl Hebner checking the arm. 2, 1 more, and it's over. If he doesn't get his arm up, it's over. Oh, but Orton's not done. Undertaker gets caught with a DDT. Orton able to reverse the Dragon Sleeper. Both men down. Can Orton capitalize? And he gets the arm over. 1, 2. And Undertaker kicks out at 2. Orton going right after the attack. That side headlock. Gonna block off the airway. exhaust the energy of your opponent, really trying to make sure the Undertaker is incapacitated to a point where this RKO will put the Undertaker out once and for all. That's how you take down your opponent, especially with a guy like the Undertaker. You have to exhaust as much energy as you can, especially when your opponent has more experience than you. The Undertaker has been through some of the biggest wars, the biggest matches in WWE history. Orton just starting out. But Orton with a sleeper on the Undertaker, looking to put Undertaker to sleep once more. Undertaker picks up Orton with a backdrop suplex, breaking things. Gonna buy Undertaker a little bit of time to regroup, recover. Undertaker needs to get back up to a vertical base. Has to think about what's next. Got to keep yourself up. Keep yourself on the ball. You don't want to fall short, especially when these two have been going back and forth. The damage is already done. Both men are in pain. They're exhausted. But the Undertaker with a big boot to Orton. Orton with a power slam. 1, 2. Oh, and Undertaker gets the shoulder up at 2.5. And Orton, look at his eyes wide open. Can't believe it. He thought it was 3. Referee Earl Hebner saying it was 2. And regardless of what happens, what a great performance so far from the Legend Killer. And one of Undertaker's strong suits being that he's undefeated at WrestleMania. Win or lose, Randy Orton has truly proven himself that he can hang with the Undertaker. And going for that 10. Oh, going to do a little bit of showboating before 10. Oh, maybe going to go for a ride. Perhaps his last ride. But no, Orton breaks out of it. Looks for RKO. Sent to Earl Hebner. And now, here comes the last ride for the Legend Killer. Randy Orton just fell right on the Undertaker. That cast from Cowboy Bob Orton. That's the father of Randy Orton, the legendary, the ace, Cowboy Bob Orton with a cast. And now trying to get referee Earl Hebner back up. This is it. Tries to pull him over. This is it. 1. Come on. It's 2. But the Undertaker finds a way to kick out at 2.5. Can't believe what we just witnessed. And the Undertaker sits right back up. Undertaker digging down deep. This is where you don't want to be when the Undertaker finds that darkness in the inside, turns it into anger, and now he's taking it out on the young Legend Killer, Randy Orton. Looking for one more. Oh, but a big boot to the Hall of Famer, Bob Orton, inducted last night. Oh, Undertaker looking for a choke slam, but turns into an RKO. Orton countering with an RKO. Can he capitalize? He's got to turn himself over. Get the shoulder up over. 1, 2. Throw! The streak isn't over. The streak is still alive at 2.99 seconds. The Undertaker. Let's watch this again. Boom. Chokeslam. Turned into an RKO. And Orton is fired up. He's saying it's over. Orton calling his shot. He's going to tombstone the Undertaker. Oh my, the disrespect. But the weight shifted. The weight shifted. Undertaker has Orton caught. Tombstone pile driver in the center of the ring. And that's it. 1, 2, 3. The Undertaker is 13-0. What a match between these two. taking each other to the absolute limit. But in the end, experience always wins, with Undertaker pulling out all the stops, and a tombstone pile driver would lead him to another victory as he continues his undefeated streak at WrestleMania. All right, everybody, and that was The Undertaker versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania 21, with The Undertaker continuing his undefeated WrestleMania streak, going into 13-0. And with that being said, as we continue the road to WrestleMania, I want to thank you all for being with me on this journey. Don't forget, follow me on all my socials: Instagram, Hype the Commentator; X, @Hype Commentator; TikTok, @Hype the Commentator. All that good stuff. Twitch, twitch.tv/Hype the Commentator. Thank you all so much, and I will see you all for day number 16 of posting a YouTube commentary video every single day until I get hired by a major wrestling company. All right, I will see you all tomorrow.